Hi, I'm Sandy from Pine Tree Country Quilts. I'm going to do a short little presentation on one of the new collections from QT Fabrics. It's called Queen Bee. We actually, this is one of the projects that we designed using the large panel and just some piece blocks going around. So with this one here, when you're trimming your panel, basically what you're going to do is you're going to trim a 1/4 inch out from the green, and so you'll just put your ruler on your 1/4 inch mark, trim the whole panel down. The size isn't important because we are going to be putting a border of the gold going around the panel. Then we'll have you trim that to a certain size to fit to go within the piecing. On the blocks, there's actually 2 blocks in this quilt. So the first one that we did was you're going to be taking a square of your gold cream background fabric, and you're going to be sewing a square on the corners. You're going to stitch and trim and then press those open. And then what you'll be doing on this is you're going to be putting the gold corners on the outer edge, and you'll be going and you'll be trimming this in half from corner to corner. And this will give you one of your side pieces. And then you'll be sewing a black strip onto the bottom. And what we did on this one here is I just finger pressed them, found the center, and I also would press this, just finger press this in half and find the center, and then match up my centers on here so that I know that I've got it even to stitch on. So once you've stitched it on, you have this unit, and then you got to trim off the excess. So with this one here, it's important that you put your ruler on and you're keeping it square so that you have the right angle on your black piece. And then you would just trim this off and do the same on the other side. And I'm lining those up. And then that makes your corner piece. So you would then sew on 2 on opposite sides, and I would press those and then do your other sides, and then you've got this block. So you'll be making 4 of the blocks with the postcards, 4 with cream and 4 with green. The second block is done with a square and a square type unit. So you have your square of your daisy print, and then you're gonna have your blue triangles, and those are bigger than your square because we want your square floating in the middle of the block. So you'll sew those on, and what I did is, again, I found the center of my block, and then I line up my point to the center so that I know that I got that on right, stitch, and them on that way. And then you'll have a unit that looks like this. Now, if you want, you can put your ruler on and trim off that excess, or you can leave it, whichever is more comfortable for you. And then you'll do the same thing again. Find the center of your square, put your triangle on, lining that up, and those will go to your edge. And you'll stitch the other 2 sides on, and then you get your center block. And as you can see, quite a distance from the point of your square, so it is floating within the blue. The next step is doing a flange. So you'll take a black strip, and you'll actually press that with the wrong sides together, and then you'll sew those on all 4 sides. So this is all loose, and use stitch less than 1/4 inch, so when you sew on your corner pieces, your stitching doesn't show. On the corner pieces on this one, you're going to start with a square of the gold and put on a square of the cream, and stitch across, and you'll have a unit that looks like this. And then you'll actually take this unit and you will cut it in half. So you end up with two pieces that will look like this. And one's going to be going one way and one will be going the other. So that when you can put them on your block, you can get so that your creams will come together here and your creams will come together there, and you'll end up with your second block. And basically that you put your blocks together in the pattern, it will have an exploded diagram, and then put on a black border and your little bee quilt will be finished. And I want to thank QT Fabric for allowing us to design with their fabric.